Hi everyone, I just want to share a few quick tips with you on how to share documents nice and easy and simply in your virtual classroom, and about another tool called Docs Online Viewer that might help you guys out with a few things, and I've had a few questions about that. So here we go. So I'm over here in my classroom, and I'd like to share a document with my students, and there's a few places and a few ways you can share documents in here, but over here I've got my important class document that I'd like to share with them. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab the sharing link over here. I always like to change the link to say anyone with the link. I'll make them viewers and I'll copy the link. So nice and easy, nice and simply, I can create a new announcement and I can paste that link. Give some instructions and bingo, I can paste that link. They can have that document. Now, as you all know, if I leave it like that, they'll all be able to edit it and make changes in there, so I don't necessarily want to do that. So many of you have heard my little trick. I can just go right in here, change that last little bit after the slash to copy, and that will force them to make their own copy. If I want to make things look a little neater and a little nicer, I'm going to take that same link and I'm going to go up here to Quick Links, and I'm going to scroll down to URL. I'll paste the URL and I'll give it a title. So now they've got a link to my important class document opening in a new window right there. So that's the same thing, it just looks a little neater and a little nicer. A lot of you have asked me about PDFs. So number one, you can't do this force copy trick with a PDF. It just doesn't work with PDFs, and that's not a Brightspace problem, that's a Google problem. But there's a lot of ways you can work with PDF. So I'm going to go back over to here. Let's say I want to upload this as a PDF. That's another way you can make everyone have their own copy. I'll download that as a PDF, and then I'm going to import that PDF into my announcement here as well. Don't attach your PDFs under here under attachments. Things work a lot better when they're done right here inside the editing window. So for that, I'm going to go over to insert stuff right here, my computer, and I'm going to choose my file just like you're attaching something to an email, and there's my important class document PDF, or I will upload it, and I can give it text again, and I'll insert that. So there, that same document now as a PDF link. And if you really wanted to, you could do the same with an RTF, and a lot of you might have some course content inside of your courses that contains RTFs, which are universal files that were used a lot when creating course content. So you can do the same thing with an RTF if you need to. If you have any old RTFs, I'll just insert that. And there's a reason I'm inserting all these different things, because I'm going to show you now, once I publish this, what we can do with this stuff. So I've pressed publish. I'm going to head back to the main page, and there you can see all that stuff that I have now inserted in my news. I just put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 documents really quickly. Now you can do what I just did in any number of tools on here, as long as you get to that area where you have the little editor. So if I'm in discussions and I have a new discussion going on, let's say a new topic, I've already got my forum set up, a new topic. Maybe I'm going to get the students to do some reading about something and then give me a response about it. Well, I can use those same buttons, the quick link button, the insert stuff button, or just paste the link right inside of the editor window here in the discussion. The same thing is true if I'm in an assignment Dropbox and I want to give them a document, a new document. So in the assignment Dropbox, I can make them a new Dropbox, and look at, there's that same editor window. So I can do the same thing. I can paste the link, or I can insert it as a quick link, or I can upload the RTF. Same exact workflows I just showed you back in announcements. That would work in the calendar as well. It will really work anywhere where you can find that editor. Moving on from that, I hope that helps you with posting documents, and this will work with slideshows, sheets, docs from Google, and again, any PDFs you have in your Google Drive, or any PDFs you have downloaded to your computer. The reason I put in the PDFs and the RTF is to show you something that's on all of your computers. So this would be important for your students to know. Sometimes you have an issue with trying to open a PDF or an RTF or some other file in your Google Drive. So what we have installed on every account basically is something called Docs Online Viewer, and you can see the little icon up here at the top. It says Docs Online Viewer, and any supported file type for Docs Online Viewer, you'll see this little icon show up beside the file. And this is something you'll click on instead of the file and try to open this PDF. You can click on here on the little Docs Online Viewer, and this will actually open in your Google Drive. So watch what I do here. I'm going to click on the little icon beside the file. It will open the important document you have. And over here on the right side, there's a little pop-out button. So I'm going to pop this out. And now I've got this document open in my Google Drive. And I have some options now. I can save it to my drive if I want. I can print it. Over here, I can open it with DocHub. Maybe many of you use DocHub. DocHub is an awesome tool that we have. It allows you to edit and do stuff on a document. Or I can open it in my Google Docs and have that now editable PDF that I can have in my own Google Drive. So it's now in my drive, it's my own copy, and I can work with it and edit that PDF, and it's now become a Google Doc. So I'll head back over to the class, and the same thing will be true for this second document here that's an RTF file. So I hope that gives you a good quick overview of how you can easily share files from Google, easily upload PDFs from your either your drive or from your computer. Best thing to do with PDFs is to just download them out of your drive and upload them into your announcements. But quite easily you can share Google Docs just with the right links, and you can paste those links right into your announcement. Hope that helps. Take care and enjoy.